Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in with me for just a brief moment. Listen, I just returned home from attending a really nice event. It was a book release event for a local artist by the name of Omar Scott. Now, I'm unable to review his book at this moment because I just met him for the first time. So I was able to purchase his book tonight, but of course I haven't read it. So as soon as I read it, I'll be able to give you a book review on that particular book. But what I wanted to talk to you about is something that I noticed tonight, and it's been a topic of discussion for me and a couple of other artist friends of mine. But when I went to the event tonight, I thought it was something that would be important to speak on very briefly, and that is artists. You must love what you do. Okay. And when I say artist, I mean if you are an author, such as myself, if you're a writer, if you are a psalmist or a singer, an entertainer, if you are an actress or an actor, if you paint and draw, whatever the case may be, if you do beats, you drop beats, if you're a film producer, anything that is creative in nature. One of the things that I notice is that when you don't love what you do, when you are not passionate about your skill set and about what you bring to the table, everybody notices it. Like everybody knows it. You know what I mean? And I say, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna actually hear you respond. But anyway, y'all pray for me, okay? But when someone actually cares about what they do. When someone actually is passionate about what they do. If it's just something for a check, or if it's just something that they just, they're trying to strike it big. Because I meet people who, the only reason why they do what they do is so they can strike it big. Like the only reason why they do what they do is so they can get paid. Now, granted, I'm not saying you shouldn't be paid for what you do. I absolutely believe that you should receive, gifts, monetary gifts. I mean, you should be paid for what you do. Absolutely. I'm not saying you shouldn't, okay? I'm saying the motive behind it, people who really love what they do, when you talk to them and they're successful and they've achieved money, the money was secondary. Honey, listen, when you're good at what you do and you are really impeccable at what you do and your skill set is high and you know what you bring to the table, the money is secondary. That's not even something to even, let's get the money out of the equation because that's going to come. You know what I mean? That actually comes. But when you love what you do, when you can actually say, I could do this every day, and if I never get a check, like I still love it, you know? That's something that I think is a lost art in the genre of art, creative art, and so I want to encourage artists out there, again, whatever your art is, love what you do. When I went to the event, the one thing I noticed, and again, I don't know this young man from, I've never met him. Tonight was the first night I met him, but his event was so amazing. I mean, you can tell he put some thought into it, or his team. He has a really great team of people that supports him, which is also something very important. Um, you can tell he loves what he loves what he does, and so I just wanted to encourage you, whatever it is that you're doing, make sure you are that you're exuding that passion. I mean, it needs to come from your pores, like people need to be able to know that you love what you do. Now, on the other hand, one of the things that I wanted to make note of is that this man had some great support. Okay, um, listen, family, friends, people who are in your circle. Let me say this, and I say this with the utmost respect, no shade, anything like that. It means something. I saw his reaction, and I was watching, the how he reacted and how he responded when he saw his friends and when he saw his family, and people who said they support him were actually at his event, and they were actually purchasing his book. Listen, he wasn't giving his book to them free. Okay. And let me say, as an artist, as a person who walks the road of an artist, it means something to an artist. It means something to us when the people that we are in a circle with, the people we talk to every day, the people we see on a regular basis, the people whom we have supported on a very regular basis, it means something when it is reciprocated. It means something when our material is read. And one of the things, I actually have a friend in Korea. Her name is Miju. Hi, Miju. And Miju came on my status one day and she blessed me, so I mean, just immensely. And y'all know I'm not no crier, but y'all, I had a little liquid stuff that tried to come out my eyes, and y'all know I couldn't have that, right? But I had just released another book within a couple of weeks span, and Miju came on, and again, she's in Korea, and she said, "Mia, I want to read the book. Like, I'm so excited. I want to read this book, and I can't remember word for word what was said, but one of the things I know that she said was that I not only support the fact that you've written a book, I not only support the fact that you have material and that I know you, but how can I get a copy? What do I do?" And that blessed me so, because she was all the way in Korea. you know and for the people here in the States, that has supported my material and has purchased my material, I so appreciate you too. Thank you so 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 much, because I pour a lot into my writing. That's a part of me that some people who talk to me every day don't know that part because they never read my material. Okay, but to those of you who have supported me and purchased my material, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. But I'm only mentioning this because it means a lot that someone all the way in Korea would not only congratulate me, but would be so excited about reading the book. And I've had strangers to inbox me. And so when I was sitting there watching his family and his friends, and I mean, they spoke so highly of him. And I don't know him personally, but they spoke so highly of him. I was blessed in knowing this. It takes time sometimes before others can really appreciate what you bring to the table. I was reflecting today, and I was thinking about how, sometimes it can appear that the people who are right around you may not necessarily get you. I mean, they know you, they laugh with you and they talk with you or whatever, but they don't really, really, really know you. And because I'm a jokester, if you know me personally, I'm a jokester. I laugh. I have a great, great time. But, the vast majority of the people that I interact with on a very regular basis have no clue that I've written 3 books, or they have no clue that I've appeared on television, or no clue that I've done radio broadcasts or traveled or whatever. No clue. And that could be very well because I don't open my mouth and I don't say anything. And I don't say that now as a way to brag or anything. So please don't inbox me with stuff like that. Like, seriously, I'm only making a point that you have to appreciate your own art. You appreciate your own work. You pour your life and your heart and your soul into your work. And eventually, I saw that tonight, because there are days that I get, transparent moment. There are days that I get very discouraged, only because, not because I don't think that my work is good, but because I don't think that it's very well supported by those who love me, But I saw today that you keep going, you keep pouring into your work. You keep pouring, even if it seems like your pitcher is running out. You just keep pouring and keep pouring and keep pouring, and eventually one day it happens. And so I watched his face as his family and his friends spoke highly of him. And this is not his first book, so that just it just lets me know, just keep going. So I said it to me as an artist, said it to any artist. be passionate, keep striving forward, keep moving forward, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it looks like, no matter what, who appears to be with you, or who just never shows up, no matter who openly celebrates you, or who, stays behind the curtain, I guess is the best way to put it. Just keep going, and you acknowledge your own work, and make sure you remain passionate, to that particular work. All right. So I can go on and on and on, but I'm encouraged, and just want to share that with you. For all the other artists out there, make sure that you're encouraged as well. All right. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, hit me up at the real Mia J. That is at TheRealMiaj. Hit me up, tweet me, direct message me, inbox me. I follow back. I respond. I don't bite. If you have any questions or anything like that, hit me up. God bless you. Good night.